Oh, baby. Okay, Virgo, let's get it going. I'm just having a interesting day, so pardon my energy if it seems a little off or weird. All the cards is cleaned already. I'm just doing this little skim through of it again. Um, why Leo just a Leo just messaged me asking me about palm readings. What the hell? Okay, what's going on, Virgo? We're gonna dive into your reality because I just got super distracted by Leo. Um, we're gonna dive into your reality. I'm gonna go ahead and dive into details of your reality with this deck, and we're gonna just pretty much figure out, everything that's going on, whether it's the past, present, or whether it's the future. You're gonna be able to identify by how I'm giving the reading and the detailings that I'm giving you. And then after that, we're gonna dive into your reality with this deck, which is the confirmation deck, or that's what I call it at least. And pretty much the confirmation deck just pulls out confirmation cards confirming the energy in which that we're experiencing, we're seeing, or just a confirmation of the energy to go in, or just to dive into what energies to dive into, etc., etc. So with that being said, let's get into it. I got my sage burning here. Rose, what you doing here? You just said F Virgos on my page. I actually meant to laugh at that. So I'm gonna laugh here now. But all right, Virgo, let's get it going. We got your opposite here, your polar opposite Pisces, and we already know how Pisces and Virgos get down. Together, y'all could be great, but together, y'all also could be catastrophes. So let's get it going. When I'm tempted to skip my morning routine or something, something, I don't know. I just started reading something that popped up. All right, what's going on? Wow, I saw that. LOL. So what? Oh, okay, okay. Are you talking about the polar opposites? All right, let's dive into your reality real quick, Virgo. I just want to say thank you, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate y'all for being here with me. Like, I really much rather doing the horoscopes when I do have at least an audience here or somebody here at least communicating with me and confirming at least, if not half, some or most of everything that's going on in the reality. So with that being said, why is this Leo doing this? Like, stop. Like, now you're deleting your messages. Instagram is telling me that you're deleting them. I want to know what you're deleting. Like, this card has popped up in literally every single reading. If you go and look at every single reading that I did this week, this card right here is popping up, but it's coming in the form of so many messages. It's intense. So let's see what it means to you, Virgo. It definitely popped up, I think. Did it pop up in Leo? Did it pop up in Leo? I'm not sure if it popped up in Leo, but I know for sure it definitely popped up in Cancer, Gemini, and Taurus. So let's see what else we have. Um, my moon water. I didn't get I do have moon water here. I have new moon water here instead of full moon water here. Um, and I did that because of the energy that I want to manifest with. And this is my new moon water right here. You guys can see it got like stones and herbs and all types of things in it. It's a little like yellowish and stuff like that because it's been sitting for a little while. But this is my moon water here, and I sit it on the table here while I'm doing the readings, and it gives me the energy and the intuition I need to be able to perceive everything clearly. So, Virgo, there's there's something going on in your reality. Now, you are an earth sign, and I have a lot of pentacles here, and I want to say we're talking about your money, but then also I want to say, no, we're talking about you. So, first, I have judgment here, the judgment card. And yeah, I want to say, oh, passing judgment because of literally what the card says, but that's not really what I'm getting. I have to intuitively look at this card and see. I want to say that your head is in the clouds. That's what I'm getting from that card in all reality. Your head is in the clouds, but your head is in the clouds not just about anything, about your money. Now, that's where it's about your money because because of something emotionally that's tearing you up. I want to say there may be an emotional situation. If my service is going in and out, just let me know. Let me just check to make sure that I should be good. If not, just let me know. I see people like hopping on and off and on and off. So I don't know if that's just me. But I want to say it plays a part and it seems as if a lot of people are going through emotional situations right now. And I mean, the full moon just happened 2 days ago, so obviously, like, we're going to be experiencing some emotional situations because we're coming to ends now. Like, we're ending things, and this full moon was a blue moon, which was like a once in a blue moon, and literally it was in the moon in Aquarius, which was a double Aquarius moon. And then Aquarius is like, come on, like, we know how they are. Like, they're real straight to the point sometimes, and it could be a little painful if you're not ready for that type of energy. And that's pretty much what the full moon came with. It came with these painful closings, these painful slaps in your face, these painful energies, painful endings. And it was just like, listen, we not being nice about this. So I want to say that you are trying to control your emotional situation and not have it affect your finances. But I want to say that because I see this card here, that it may possibly just be affecting your finances in some way, shape, or form. But this is you holding your emotions together, like you making sure that that cup don't tilt no matter how that horse moves. So but what the situation is with your finances is that there's no balance. Like, I have this is the 6 of Pentacles, right? Yeah, this is 6 of Pentacles. And usually when I see it here, it's like, oh, like, money is coming in, and there's balance that's coming with it, and giving back, or people giving to you and stuff. But because it popped up reverse, what I really saw was that you don't have a balance with your financial situation. I don't know if you're overspending or underspending, or maybe you're accumulating a certain amount of finances, but you're not managing your finances well. Or maybe you just don't want to work at that job anymore. Maybe you just don't want that type of money anymore. Maybe that's just not it for you anymore. And because of that, it's like it's leaving you to go in a direction. Or yeah, it's leaving you to go in a direction. It's making you feel like, oh, I need to find a new way to accumulate wealth, or a new way to accumulate financial stability, at least in my reality, so that way I'm not experiencing, these upheaval situations. I want to say when your head was in the cloud, when I said that about these cards here, I want to say this was your past. Now that I'm looking at it, I want to say this is something that you were, your head was in the clouds about your finances. You weren't being mindful in the past. You weren't being mindful of how you were spending or what you were doing with your money. And then in the present time, I guess you had to hold those emotions down because you started to see or witness your reality come to full effect with your financial situations because of how you were I guess utilizing your money. And I mean, I haven't had much Virgos in my reality this year. It's been like a lot of fixed signs, Leos, Scorpios, and Aquariuses, and even some Tauruses I've been experiencing in my reality. So I've just really been a lot around, like, this year alone, like, just been around a lot of fixed signs. I haven't really been around a lot of Virgos, but there was maybe 1 or 2 Virgos in my reality that I did actually experience being around them and seeing how they were just throwing their money away. Like, throwing their, just like, carelessly, like, oh, here, oh, here, oh, here. And I want to say that that's oh, you mean me and my reality with Sages? It's really rocky, or it's really rocky with Sages for me, at least. Like, I'm not really experiencing many Sages in my reality, and when they are trying to connect, we can't connect, or when we are connecting, it doesn't seem thorough or genuine. But that's just my reality. For Virgos, I'm not really sure how Sages and Virgos are connecting, to be honest. I don't really see much Sages and Virgos connecting these days. I don't really see that. Did I see that recently? No. I haven't really seen that. Let me just see what else I could pull from your reality here, Virgo. Because we actually, like, out of all the horoscopes that I've done so far, we actually have a past, present, future pull out here. And I don't do past, present, futures anymore. I remember I used to, and I know people used to love when I did do them that way. but I like to just openly give the readings now without actually a layout, because it all depends on what you need to hear. And some people don't need to hear about their past, and some people don't need to hear about their future. Some people need to dive deep about how they feel. Some people need to dive deep about their finances. Some people don't need to know all the time their past, present, and future. So that's why I stopped doing those. But Virgo, it seems as if for you need a past, present, future, and in your present time, you're about to go on a new path. You're about to start something new. And I'm telling you, that's going to lead you to making money in a different way in the future. Because that's what I'm really seeing here, at least. And it's so clear. Like, when I look at it that way, like in a past, present, future perspective, how I'm looking at it right now, the message is coming in so clear. This money situation that you're going through is really making you like, you know what, I'm about to start this. I'm about to go this way. I'm about to do this new thing now. And that's what I'm seeing here. I got the Queen of Swords here and the Knight of Swords, which was really interesting. And I want to say that you possibly are being smart about um I want to say that you're being smart about your decision making, at least for you wanting to go in a new path or in a new direction. I want to say that even in the future, that even though you may not know what direction to go in, or you may not know where your passion is going to take you, you are smart about every step that you take there. Just be mindful of how your finances could be just be mindful of your finances. Like, really be mindful of that. Because, I mean, regardless in the future, it seems as if regardless of what happens with your finances, you're still going to be really open to starting something new. And I mean, I really get new starts here all the way from now, the present time, to even the future. I'm getting new starts. Like, I got the Fool card sitting here. That's literally representing a new start. And then I got the Three of Wands sitting here. That's literally representing a new start. Um, and they're both followed by ideas, like idealistic type of things, like even in the future, like you wanting to, I'm gonna go on this journey and stuff. It's followed by the Knight of Swords. Like, you're really like strong minded about wanting to start a new journey. Even in the future, like, I'm gonna go ahead and take on that I'm gonna go ahead and start that new path, and dive into my creativity. And even there, you're being strong minded, because it's followed by the swords, the knowledge, the intellect. You're being strong minded about at least those decisions that you want to make. You're not letting your mind being clouded anymore, at least like how it was in the past. And that's really great to see, Virgo. That's really great to see in your reality. So let's just see what else we get here. Like when the cards just fly right out. We like those. I like how it's looking me right in my face, like, see? I don't think we need to pull any more um I don't think we need to pull any more. I'm gonna leave those there. I don't think I felt like those weren't a part of it, but I'm gonna leave those there. Okay, here we are. You ready? These are the confirmation cards that fell out. You took a loss at some point, definitely a money loss. You took a money loss. That's so clear right there. And that came from the past. That's when you were clouded in your mind and you weren't being mindful, or you weren't thinking clearly of what you were doing with your finances. That brought your fortune literally upside down. Now we got the Wheel of Fortune upside down, and we also have the four. We also four? No, we only have, yeah, we have the four zodiacs that are surrounded by this card, which is the four fixed signs. You got Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. The four that I actually just mentioned not too long ago. Isn't that funny? And then it popped up in the Wheel of Fortune, but it popped up reverse, talking about how your money is depleting, and it's not really elevating. But then this is what was more interesting to me, is that the World card popped up right after it. So we literally go from Wheel of Fortune, your money depleting, to your money elevating, and now the finances is actually coming in, which is so interesting to see. Um, and the world is also surrounded by the four fixed signs. Look at the four pictures in the corner. You got Leo here, you got Aquarius here, you got Taurus here, and you got Scorpio here. So literally, even in the card itself, it's showing those same four fixed signs, those same four that I mentioned before. If they don't have something to do with your reality, then I want to say that that you're moving in that fixed energy, and the energy of a fixed sign, and the energy of somebody who who's who's pretty much balancing and ending all these cycles, and now is moving in a motion. And then we have the Justice card, which is this card here, and this card literally falls right after this card, not after, but it falls in the line of this energy here. And this is where I was talking about the imbalancing of your finances, and you see the Libra scale there in the card, and it's reversed, and it's showing that imbalance. But then we have actually the Justice card, which this is Libra's card right here. This is Libra. This is Libra. And we're talking about justice, justification, and we're actually bringing that balance back into your reality. This is great confirmation. This is amazing. And also the Justice card also signifies and talks about a type of justification in a legal situation. I always like to mention that because anytime that Justice card pops up, it definitely does pertain to a legal situation. So if you are in a legal situation, or you're worried about a legal situation, or you're trying to overcome and deal with a legal situation, then be mindful that that is actually going to overcome. Now, I got the moon and the star. This is a real interesting combination. And I just saw this combination in another horoscope that I just recently did, but it didn't come in the confirmation cards. It actually came in the detail cards, and it came the exact same way, if I'm not mistaken. But if it did, if I'm not mistaken, and maybe it did come this way, who knows? But even so, even still, I'm looking at it in the sense where you were feeling deeply, or you were going through. That's not what I'm getting. What I'm actually getting is that something happened in the full moon, which was 2 days ago. This is what I'm really getting. Something happened 2 days ago, which led you to pour your emotions out and let people know how you feel. And you started to let people know how you feel, but you didn't do it in a way where it was like so strongly, because after the moon could have came the sun, and I would have been like, oh yeah, you was really letting people know how you feel. But in all reality, after the moon came the star, which was mean that you was being like more so soft and passionate. You were being your essence, your Virgo essence that you naturally are, and you were expressing yourself like, listen, like this is what I'm going through. This is how I'm feeling. Um and and just be that's what I'm getting, at least as I'm looking at the cards and stuff. But the cards, they do read and say something different. At least like they talk about not being greedy and maybe deceiving yourself, and these emotions that are going up and down and up and down. And even with the Wheel of Fortune being reversed and then the world being right side up, that even shows a up and down motion. Just even in your entire reality, it does show a up and down motion. So I want to say be mindful of that. Be mindful of how your entire reality is probably like going up and down, and you could be experiencing a lot of different things, a lot of different emotions and stuff like that. Just try to find that balance, that stability. Literally try to balance those emotions out. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, be that star, where you're pouring into the world, but you're also pouring into how you feel as well. So I think we pretty much covered everything here, because I don't think we need to dive into anything else. Like, we're pretty much just repeating ourselves at some point. So I'm gonna just cut it there. I think we pretty much dove into it. I'm gonna take a break. Maybe I'll come back and do Libra and a couple more, or maybe I'll just end it here and come back tomorrow. But if you want to ask me a question, you can definitely go to my TikTok and put your question in the Q&A. But if you want to dive into your reality personally, then I do have a link on my Facebook. You can click the link in my bio, or you could click the book now button in my Instagram, and we could definitely dive into your reality. You could book an appointment with me personally, and we could see what's going on in your reality. Now, if you actually want to just see the horoscope or dive into any of your past horoscopes, then you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is also the link in my bios and all of my bios. And then you could actually see your horoscope every single week. And I actually made a playlist specifically for you, Virgo, so it makes it easy where you can actually dive into this one that I did this week, and you can dive into all the other ones that I've done in the past year. So with that being said, I'm sending much love and light. I hope this worked out for you, Virgo. I do see a lot of things, like a lot of overcoming things that's happening in your reality. So just be mindful of how you're going to be overcoming a lot. And how things are going to be coming into balance, and where you came from and how you're being mindful of that now. So with that being said, much love and light. I hope this worked out for you, and we'll be back next week.